Okay. How you coming over there, Roland?
I'm doing good. I got it all clean. Pretty clean.
That's your side of the boat. You're fishing down that side of the boat, so if you want to look good, you better have it looking good.
That's the thing. I want to look better than Jimmy. That's the key here. In fact, I want to fish better than Jimmy.
Well,
that's the other thing I want to do. In fact, I want to cast better than Jimmy. That's the other thing. I don't know if I can accomplish all that between the looks, the cast, and the fish, but I'm trying.
Well, you might get me on the looks. You might get me on the catching fish. You definitely can't cast as good as I can. I know that for a fact. Hey, guys and girls, we can get this boat cleaned up. Roland and I are going fishing. Roland Martin, my longtime buddy, Roland Martin out there. I think's the best tournament bass fisherman ever. And he's won like 9 Angler of the Year titles or something. Actually, and I've told you this before, but between Chris and Roland and I, we won 18 Bass Angler of the Year titles. Chris won 7, Roland won 9, and I won all the rest of them. Two. Hey, I know a lot of guys.
Pretty good though.
Hey, I know a lot of guys that won 2.
You know, there's only a couple people though in the whole industry that's ever won more than one.
Yeah,
it's only what, 5 or 6 people. Right?
Pretty amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I was tickled to win one, and I was just like, couldn't believe it when I won another one.
I was tickled to win in one, and then
another one, and then another one, and another one, and another one.
I was still proud of them.
Absolutely, I'm proud for you, man. My Mercury motor's a little dirty too. Spray my motor off back here too. This is glass cleaner is all it is. It's all I'm spraying on here, but it works really good.
Well, I don't know, Jimmy, if I can beat you or not. I'm going to try. We're going to have a challenge here in a minute, and you know, when I'm fishing with Jimmy, it's just it's something. It's innate to me. I want to beat that guy.
Hey,
I sometimes beat him.
Can you wipe and talk at the same time?
But it's just fun to beat him. I just love it. I don't beat you all the time.
Hey, wipe it up. You haven't beat me yet today either, pal. You might. We were going early this morning, and it's pouring down rain. We got a big rain. It's hot right now. It's going to be a cool front coming in here.
That's going to be good. An overcast is going to be a good thing for me because I'm going to try to do the frog.
He'll be throwing a. He'll throw a frog. He'll throw a frog. He'll throw a sinking worm, and he will throw a chatterbait. And I'll throw everything else in the world. I got to show you that new mimic bait I've been catching.
Frog ought to really light them up.
All right. You know, Roland, what you could do after a while I'm having lunch is you could put that rack together. You see that rack right there? That's a big 10,000-pound rack, and I want to set it right here. So you reckon you could put that together while I'm having lunch?
Okay.
Well, I think these storms that are coming through now, like that one, that half-inch, was a half-inch rain pretty quick. Didn't take too long.
Wind will mess that up.
It's a deer.
Look,
baby deer.
A deer, Jimmy, a deer. Oh, my heavens. Oh, wow.
Holy cow. Don't see many deer around my house.
I've only seen 200 deer today.
Doesn't take much to excite you, does it?
A doe, a deer, a female deer.
Ray Scott?
A pocket full of sun.
No, Ray Scott? No, a pocket full of sun.
A drop of golden sun. What is it?
Is that it? A drop of golden sun?
A drop of golden sun.
A drop of golden sun.
Here, I'll do it again. A doe, a deer, a female deer.
A ray.
A pocket full of sun. Now, what is it?
No. A drop of golden sun.
Drop of golden sun. Drop of golden sun. A ray. A drop of golden sun.
Ray Scott?
Ray.
Look at that old man. Look at him. He made a cast. He was walking down there. He was 25 foot from the water when he threw it out there.
I'm ahead.
Yeah, you're ahead, all right.
Now, there's 3 things here. The first fish, the biggest fish, and the most fish.
What?
That's the first deal. There's 3 things to win. The first fish, the most fish.
What do you win? What's the prize?
Pride. You win pride. Beating Jimmy Houston is pride.
Hey.
That's the ultimate prize.
Hey! Will you shut up and listen to me? what's the penalty for fishing before the tournament starts?
I didn't know we had a tournament. It's just a day's fishing, right? Well,
What is the penalty for fishing while the other guy's up here turning on the power, getting the boat ready, polishing the boat?
He's a dumb nut for doing that because I got to the lake and I took advantage of the lake and went to fish right away.
Get in the boat, Bobby. Get in the boat, Bobby. I think that somebody that's 112 years old and has fished all his life would put the drain plug in a boat, wouldn't you? Huh? I mean, you just think that, you know? I'm good. Ah! So you put the boat in the water without the drain plug. I got one. Not a very big one.
Red snappers, they have a season. On mangroves, I don't think they do.
That's not a very big one there, is it?
Nah.
Just about 1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 pounds.
Yeah, 2-pounder maybe. Bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah, me too. He was so far away, I hit.
He was a long way out there.
To compete with Jimmy, you got to make a 300-foot cast. Because he's way out there in front. So he's running the boat and getting all the first casts, so I got to get ahead of him. I got a plug that'll throw about 1 mile. That's the only way to compete with Jimmy.
Put lots of line on.
Lots of line.
A big heavy lure.
Big heavy lure.
And hold your mouth right.
Yep. See, I'm gonna throw right back and get another one.
Sometimes they're bigger than I think they are, but they hit that bait, and sometimes they hit it real hard. Other times they don't hit it very hard, and you get them up back close to the boat, and they're bigger than you think.
How big is he?
He's not big, but he's not bad.
2-pounder.
Well, he's fat.
I love that color.
Look at they're just grabbing it right on the very end.
Really is something.
You got to be careful with treble hooks. Even though I got the barb smashed down, I'm careful because they hurt. They hurt. Roland's getting a lot of bites and I'm catching fish, but that's okay. Roland likes to get bit.
I get bit a lot.
He's getting bit a lot. They're biting that topwater a lot. I'm telling you, they hit this bait. Not a giant, but it's just another nice fish.
Yeah.
Now he's got all the hooks in him. He's got all the hooks in him. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. The other hook come unbuttoned there, and he ended up just in the end. This bait that I'm using, is called a. I'll tell them what we're running. It's called a mimic impersonator. It's made right here in Oklahoma. And it's actually a clear bait with an insert. You see this right here? This is an insert you slide down in there. It's called a mimic impersonator because it can impersonate anything. Now, I got it impersonating a shad right now. It's got a shad colored insert. Put a crawfish, a bluegill, a crappie, a baby bass, chartreuse, orange, red crawfish, anything you want in there. They're little inserts. And I got some of them right here. Just to show you, this is my mimic box, just to show you what we're doing here. This is the way the bait comes without an insert in it. These are the inserts that you put in the bait. You can actually get a white one that's just solid white, paint it up any way you want it, have what color you want. I even got a color that's I caught fish on, it's American flag. You know what I feel about America. Make America great. There's a camouflage color. You know, and all kinds of different colors you put in there. And you can see what happens when you put the color in there, what a beautiful bait it becomes. And this bait is a sinking bait. It's kind of like a rattle trap or a hot spot or a rattle bait, lipless crankbait, except it's got a little lip on it. And the tie eye's in the front, and it's got a real wide wobble. I mean, it just like wobbles back and forth real wide. And it just, see the way that insert is? Now, I'll show you in a minute a little trick on those inserts to make them where they won't come out on you. All right. Call that shot.
He did. That was good.
Call that shot. Yeah, it's a pretty nice fish. Not a giant, but pretty nice. Oh, he throwed my bait out. Oh my goodness, he's got it deep too. Got it kind of deep.
That was a good shot.
Gotta get that out of him. That's the good thing about barbless hooks, though. You can usually, if you can get a hold of those down there and turn them, because there's no barb on there, it'll usually pop right out of there.
I got a strike. I got a strike on the Yamamoto.
You got him?
Yeah, it's a small one.
I'm telling you, there's liable to be a bunch of them right there rolling in that
Well, my
spot.
other lure's hung up in the tree, so I took this hardtail grub and I threw it out there.
There's liable to be a bunch of them. I had a lucky creature on there on that one.
And put the old hardtail grub.
See if I can find me another one in there. I got plenty of swim baits there. That's a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
Big one.
He got bigger all of a
That's
sudden.
a big one. Look at that.
He grew.
He's got a big one.
Did you see how he was coming in? He was just swimming right to the boat. And he's a pretty nice one. Dang right.
He's a real big one.
It's the biggest one we've had all day. Oh, come on.
Did you have a fish on? Did you?
Why, any kind of partner would have got down there and got that 5-pounder for me. Jeez, Roland, I can't believe you let me lose that fish.
Did you have one to bite?
Oh, you got one too. Dang, there's a 5-pound fish. I suppose that one's a 5-pounder too, huh?
No.
Huh?
But he's
Hey,
bigger than the one you got in the boat.
hey, the barbless hook rule. You get them up to the boat like that, you count them as a catch.
I'm telling you.
Huh?
And what I have is I have a weedless. See, there's a lot of grass here, so I'm taking this weedless bait and I have it on a screw lock system, and so the screw lock, when I get it in position, it's all messed up. Can't hardly do it.
Golly. The barbless hook rule, if you get them up to the boat like that where you can see them, it counts as a catch. So that is officially the largest fish of the day. And what do you think he weighed?
I think that weighed 6 pounds.
6 pounds. I was thinking 5 3/4.
Big one. I don't know. I got a big one.
The big one?
I might have yours.
He acts like a big one. It's bigger.
Huh?
Yeah, no. I got one. I got a bigger one. They're just mean. They're just mean.
Time.
I bet mine's bigger than yours.
Time.
I bet mine's bigger than yours.
Time. You got a big one?
Yeah.
How big?
I don't have a big one. He's bigger than yours.
Bigger
I'll try this again.
Pull away from that tree. Pull away from that tree. You're gonna spook them. Get out of there. Get out of there. There's a school there.
I will. Roland gets upset when I catch fish bigger than him.
No, it's you getting on top of the school. You need to get spot locked up ahead. You're right over the top of the school. The school's right here, and you get the boat on top of them.
I had one over 4 pounds on a spinnerbait.
Oh, really? I got one.
Yep. Well, he hit right there. That's a nice fish.
That's a good fish.
That's a good fish. Boy, he come up out of that tree, didn't he?
Plopper. He did.
Yeah, that's a good one
Came
right
out and
there.
Hit in open water.
That's your biggest one of the day.
Yeah, biggest one, but not as big as some I've seen. I've
No.
actually had a couple chase this plug that were bigger than this.
That's a nice
This
one,
isn't
though.
bad.
That's a nice
We
one.
had bigger fish to come after it, and they wouldn't get it. But
That looks like a male.
bass, Jimmy, that might be
Yes,
the big one of the day so far.
No, the big fish of the day is 6 pounds.
But you didn't get it.
Well, I got it.
off.
Hey. It's a barbless hook deal. It's a
Tell you
barbless
what,
hook.
folks, I had one 8 pounds roll up at mine.
Well, roll
I'm
up
not
don't
counting
count. Roll up don't count. You got to get them up to the boat close enough you can see it. Don't count if you jump up and hit your topwater bait. Jeez. A little swim bait.
that. Big one?
Well, the last one I had, I said was a little one, and it ended up being the biggest one of the day. This is just a nice one. Just a nice one. Another good one. Oh, he ate that thing. Golly, where's that bait? Oh, that's not that bad. Hooked over here on the side. Thought he had a crawfish pincher sticking out of his mouth, but he didn't.
That's a sign of good health. Crawfish pincher
Oh,
sticking
yeah.
out.
This is what we're fishing right here. A lot of our fish. This is coontail moss is what it is. And Iconelli said the way you can tell coontail moss, he said it kind of looks like a feather. and it smells like money. That might be one of the only things that Ike said that I can use, but looks like a little bit like a feather, and it smells like money.
There's a strike.
Yeah, I'm getting out here a little bit deeper water to see if we can catch a big one. Drop these baits down a little deeper.
Swim bait time.
I thought I'd catch bigger ones on that plastic, but all I caught was small ones on that too. We moved deeper and they got smaller.
Throw it out. I kind of count it down a little bit because I got a weight on here and I can get it down about 5 or 6 feet.
There's one.
There's one.
That wasn't very deep. I mean, I was trying to let it drop a little bit and it didn't drop very far at all, and he got it. Mine's bigger than yours.
Is it?
Roland, you think you're taking them on a water ski trip. You're supposed to play with them. These are female fish. Play with them a little bit. Have a little fun. Look at that. What I'm talking about. Of course, it appears that the fish I'm catching are quite a bit larger than the fish that you're catching. I'm just saying. Well, at least I'm thinking they are. Oh, that one got hooked all over his face. But with barbless hooks, even in that spot right there, should be fairly easy to get out. If I can get it pointed back around, coming out the right direction. There we go. That fish is pretty shallow. But we're finally getting a little bit closer to the evening time.
Yeah.
And I think the fish
That's when the big ones are going to bite?
I think they're coming out of some of this grass. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope some bigger ones might.
Big one?
Yeah. He's under that tree. I don't know if I'll ever get him up or not. No, he's not a giant, but he's pretty nice. Another one on that hydrotail worm. Well, that's a pretty fish, isn't it? Ah. The worm come off. Got a little parasite inside his mouth. You see that right there? You see that little parasite there? When I see those on fish, you see that? Now, it doesn't hurt anything. When I see it, it's in the summertime when you find them. But just a little parasite.
Little leech looking thing.
A little leech looking thing. Look at there how he's fastened on. I just get him off of there.
It's a leech.
Yeah, a little leech. That was hard. That's a hard place to get a fish out of. Yeah. Where'd my worm go? Golly.
Got one?
He sure feels like a good one. Golly. If he's not underneath something or something, he's a big one. He might be in the grass, I don't know. He's really, yeah, that's a nice one. I think he is underneath something. No, he's just strong. This fish is amazingly strong. He jumped completely out of the water. Yeah, he's amazingly strong. I mean, amazingly strong. He's not like the biggest fish in the lake. Well, you keep getting your line wrapped around my line.
What is it? You got a line?
Huh?
What you got?
I got an alligator. I got a big old fish on there, man. Look at that. Look at that guy pull.
Oh, yeah.
He's not like a 10-pounder, but it's a big old fish.
He's a good fish.
God, that fish was so incredibly strong. Can't imagine how
good one. Look
strong.
at that, guys. I tell you what, folks.
Oh, he got away.
We figured him out.
Got away.
We figured him out. Way to go, Jimmy. What a fish. That's a good one.
I was really kind of hoping I lost him. Look at that barbless hook. He had just barely hooked. I almost lost him when he went back in the water there. That's a 7 or 8 pounder. I mean, it's a big fish. It's not 9 or 10 pounds, but that's a big, healthy, fat fish.
I got a good one. Yes, sir.
You got a big one?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm gonna turn this one back.
He's not as big as yours.
No, mine
not as good as yours. I tell you what, we figured out some pretty good fish today. We started off with some topwater fish. We started off with some.
Roland's got a fish on there.
Started off with a little bit of everything. Ended up with
I
some
need a bigger
worms.
boat. That's a nice fish.
Yeah. But the point is,
Okay, we want to see about the big fish.
You
big
caught
fish
the
of
big
the day.
fish. I don't know who caught the most, about the same, but I caught the first.
You caught the first, and I think the most is a tie. So, kind of like, we'll let them figure out who won, right? A Roland Martin, Jimmy Houston
I'll have to
challenge of the legend.
Hey, but you'll have to admit, I did have on the topwater a couple that size.
You had 'em, you
I
had
had a
'em this
couple that
big, you had
size
'em
to
big.
bite. Hey, so it was a great trip for me. Hey, and thanks, Jimmy. Hey, and folks, come on down to southern Oklahoma, and you can catch some big fish too. Arbuckle, Lake. Oh, this is some of the other lakes around here. But you get like 10 big
like
lakes.
Arbuckle, Lake Murray, right here close.
Fantastic fish.
Both in tremendous
Fantastic
lake
stuff.
Fixoma, pretty close.
So, folks, we'll see you again next week.
And by the way, folks, you know, if you're on our Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube channel, get on Roland Martin Outdoors. He's got 150,000 or something on Roland Martin Outdoors, and get on his YouTube channel
Thank
also.
you. I appreciate it.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I watch it myself. I learn.
Jimmy's catching up. He is really catching up quick. That's a big deal. We'll
Way to
see
go,
you again
dude.
soon. Way to go, son.